If you've been searching for a budget bread maker that actually delivers, you've probably come across the Neretva. And maybe you're wondering, is it actually as good as people say, or is it just another overhyped cheap machine that'll break down after a few months? I get it. There are a lot of bread makers out there claiming to be the best value for money. So today, I'm giving you a real, honest, no-fluff review of the Neretva bread maker, based on actual use. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether this machine is worth buying, or whether you should be looking at something else entirely. Let's get into it. So the first thing you notice when the Neretva arrives is the packaging. It's well protected, nothing rattling around, which is a good sign that the brand actually cares about the product reaching you in one piece. When you take it out of the box, the first thing that hits you is, it doesn't feel cheap. Now I know that sounds like a low bar, but honestly, a lot of machines in this price range feel like plastic toys. The Neretva has a bit of weight to it. The exterior has a brushed stainless steel look. It feels like something that belongs on your kitchen counter, not something you'd be embarrassed to have out. Inside the box you get the bread maker unit itself, a bread pan with handle, a kneading paddle, a measuring cup and spoon, an instruction manual. The manual is actually readable, step-by-step, clear instructions, not one of those translated from another language nightmares. Points for that. Setup is straightforward. Rinse the bread pan, insert it into the machine, and you're basically ready to go. First impression verdict? For the price, this feels like a serious machine. Not premium, but serious. Now let's talk about what you're actually getting feature-wise, because this is where the Neretva starts to look really interesting. The headline feature is the 20-in-1 preset programs. That means you've got settings for basic white bread, whole wheat, French bread, quick bread, sweet bread, gluten-free, dough only, no bake, jam, cake, yogurt, and more. For a machine in this price range, that's a genuinely impressive list. Most budget bread makers give you maybe 8 to 12 presets. Getting 20 means you're not locked into just basic white loaves. You actually have room to experiment. You also get loaf size options. You can make a 1 pound, 1.5 pound, or 2 pound loaf, depending on how many people you're feeding. And there are 3 crust settings: light, medium, and dark, so you can get that perfect golden crust without guessing. The control panel is a simple LCD display with easy-to-navigate buttons. Nothing complicated. You pick your program, pick your size, pick your crust, press start, and walk away. One feature worth mentioning, the 13-hour delay timer. So you can load everything in the night before, set it to be ready in the morning, and wake up to fresh bread. That's not a gimmick. That's genuinely useful for busy households. Okay, this is the section most review videos skip over, the actual real-world performance. So let me break it down properly. Basic white bread. This is the bread maker's bread and butter, no pun intended. The results are consistently good. The loaf rises well, the crust comes out evenly browned on the medium setting, and the texture inside is soft without being doughy. Slice it fresh and it genuinely tastes like bakery bread. Not artisan sourdough, but real, satisfying, homemade bread. Whole wheat. This one surprised me. Whole wheat is tricky because the denser flour can lead to under-risen or gummy loaves in cheaper machines. The Neretva handles it well. The kneading paddle works the dough thoroughly, and the result is a hearty loaf with good structure. Gluten-free. This is where a lot of budget machines struggle. Gluten-free dough behaves differently. It doesn't rise the same way, and the texture can easily go wrong. The Neretva's dedicated gluten-free program adjusts the timing and temperature accordingly. The result isn't perfect. It's slightly denser than a standard loaf, but for someone who needs gluten-free bread and doesn't want to pay $7 a loaf at the store, this works. Dough setting. If you want to make pizza dough, dinner rolls, or shaped bread, the dough-only setting is excellent. It kneads and proofs the dough, and then you finish it in your oven. The dough comes out smooth and elastic, ready to work with. The jam setting. Genuinely surprised by this one. It's not a replacement for a proper jam-making process, but for a quick, small-batch jam, it works. Strawberry came out thick, spreadable, and delicious. Noise level. During the kneading phase, it's audible, but not disruptive. It's about the same as a stand mixer. During baking, it's nearly silent. If you're running it overnight, you won't be losing sleep over it. Consistency. This matters more than people think. Anyone can bake one good loaf. The question is, does it repeat that result? After multiple bakes across different programs, the results were consistent. That's the sign of a machine with reliable temperature control and timing. Let me be straight with you. The Neretva is not for everyone. Here's how to know if it's right for you. This machine is perfect for you if you're new to bread making and want to learn without spending a lot. You want to cut your grocery bill on bread. Your household goes through 2 to 4 loaves per week. You want variety, not just white bread, but whole wheat, gluten-free, dough, jam. You have limited counter space. The footprint is compact. This machine might not be for you if you're an experienced baker who wants full manual control over every variable. You're baking for a very large family and need consistent 2.5+ pound loaves every single day. You want a machine that will last 10 to 15 years with heavy commercial level use. In that case, you're looking at Zojirushi territory and a much higher price tag. For the average home baker, this covers everything you need. Let's talk numbers for a second. The Neretva is priced around $60 to $80, depending on where you buy it and which version you get. Compare that to machines like the Panasonic at $180 or the Zojirushi at $350. Now, here's the honest truth. Those premium machines are better. The bread quality is slightly higher, the build is more refined, the warranties are longer. But here's the question you need to ask yourself. Is the difference worth 2 to 4 times the price? For most people, no. The Neretva produces bread that's an honest 8 out of 10. The Zojirushi might produce a 9 out of 10. But you're paying 5 times more for that one extra point. Unless you're a serious bread enthusiast who bakes every single day and notices every subtle texture difference, the Neretva gives you everything you actually need. And remember, even at $80, the machine pays for itself within 2 months if you're currently buying $4 or $5 loaves from the store. Let me give you the honest rundown. Pros: excellent value for the price. 20 preset programs, genuinely versatile. Consistent results across multiple bakes. Gluten-free program actually works. Delay timer is practical and reliable. Compact design, easy to clean. Great for beginners and intermediate home bakers. Cons: the bread pan has a non-stick coating. You'll want to be gentle with it and avoid metal utensils. The kneading paddle does leave a small hole in the bottom of the loaf. This is normal for all bread makers, but worth knowing. Not built for extremely heavy, daily, commercial-level use. The viewing window is small. You can't always see clearly how the dough is developing without opening the lid. So, is the Neretva worth buying? Yes. For most people, absolutely yes. It's not a perfect machine. No machine at this price point is. But what it does well. And it does it consistently. The bread comes out great, the variety of programs is impressive, and the value compared to what you'd spend on store-bought bread is genuinely hard to argue with. If you're on the fence, here's my honest take. If you're a first-time bread maker, this is where you start. You're not risking a lot of money, and the results will genuinely surprise you. If you already own a budget bread maker that's disappointing you, cramped programs, inconsistent results, flimsy build, the Neretva is a meaningful upgrade without a painful price jump. And if you're a serious enthusiast who bakes daily and wants the absolute best, save up for the Zojirushi. But for everyone else, the Neretva is the smart buy. I'll leave the links below if you want to check current pricing. There are a few different Neretva models available: the 2-pound, the 2.2-pound, and the 3.3-pound versions, so make sure you're picking the right size for your household. If this review helped you, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who are trying to make smarter buying decisions. And if you want to see how the Neretva compares directly against the Zojirushi, I've got that comparison video coming up next. You might be surprised which one actually wins for most people. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.